Greetings! Welcome back, everybody. This is Man vs. Minecraft, Season 5, behind-the-scenes footage of Day 11, which I am just about ready to record with my esteemed colleague here, Wilson. He's ready to go. He's got his makeup on, his script, which is mostly consisting of bark, ruff, bark, an occasional but for me... Exactly. But for me, I don't have a script. It's all improv for me. And I get asked this often. How much of this is scripted? How much of it is improvisational? It is about 90% improv. There's about maybe 10% of scripting in preparation, mostly with just Hollywood, what I call Hollywood magic. And that's just manipulating things like the weather. Like I can make it rain. I can make it night. I can make it foggy. In fact, when we first arrived on this island, this is Monster Island, right? When we first arrived on Monster Island, I had it on short view distance so that when we pulled up on the boat, we could barely see. It looks like fog. Land ho! Well, we found another island. We've actually passed several of these smaller islands while traveling. And we've been going for quite some time, but now the sun is falling, and it looks like there's a storm front moving in. There's all of a sudden a lot of fog. Wilson, you just can't wait to get out of the boat, can you? As soon as Wilson sees land, he hops out. Not always the wisest course of action, but this looks like it's a pretty good size piece of land, but my guess is it's just a little island. Everything looks darker, right? So it's very moody, and that's what I want to do. I want to set the mood with the weather. That's one of the tools I have at my disposal, and I use that not that often, but in a case like this, when we're sitting on an island, it's pretty boring. So adding the rain really makes things more intense and dangerous feeling. And more like you're surviving in the wilderness. And that's what this show is all about. So I do that occasionally. I call that, again, Hollywood magic. So, and the other thing is with scripting, I don't do any scripting, but I do typically have, before I start recording, an idea in my head on what the first few minutes of the episode will, what's going to entail, what I'm going to do. So I'll have a quick plan. I usually go through my inventory, do some stuff there, and then break out of a shelter, and we're out of there. So in today's episode, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually increase this to normal because I want to look up at the sky, and I'm going to see clouds. And I want the clouds to be, this is how I navigate, right, on the ocean. Now, Pablo is worried about traveling in the heavy fog, so that's why he was debating staying here longer. So the idea today is going to be to get off the island and head back north, which is that way, on our boat. But I would like to make a dramatic exit. So here's a little bit more Hollywood magic. My plan is to slip into creative mode. We just do that right now. And I'm going to get some creeper eggs, and I'm going to spawn a couple of creepers right here. And I'm going to be inside, like this, and I'm going to be like, okay, let's go out, and oh boy, it's still raining. I'm going to turn the rain on. And it's going to be very overcast and dark, but I will be able to see the clouds, so that's going to give me a little bit of hope. I'm like, oh, clouds! All right, well, maybe we can travel today, but I don't know. It's still rainy, and the thunder's going to be, lightning's going to be crashing around us, so it's still sort of a scenario where I'm thinking, do I risk it or not? And that's going to consist of maybe 45 seconds to a minute. And again, this is just the ideas I have in my head just before I start recording. But now the creeper, I want to peek my head up over this wall like this, and I want to have a creeper there, or maybe a creeper there. They're going to see me and come right over here. And then I'm going to be like, oh gosh, here we go. And I'm hoping that one of them will blow up. I'm going to try to fight one and just not be very good at it. Maybe a couple of misses. You know, swings and a miss, because I want one to blow up. And I want to take this shelter out with that explosion. So at that point, I'll be like, now we gotta go. Let's get out of here, Wilson. Come on, So basically, that's our cue. That is our cue to get off the island. We don't have a choice now. We are forced to leave. We're going to hop in the boat, or I'm going to hop in the boat. And we're gone. Well, there goes the shelter. Some of it, anyway. Huh, actually, it's not too bad, but I don't think we're going to stay. I think we need to take advantage of this right now. While I can see clouds, let's go. And we'll head north. Now, I will have it raining to make that more dramatic. Again, I want it to be rainy and dark and nasty. So when we get in the water, that adds that little extra special effect. Now, here's the other thing about this, is I am surrounded by a massive ocean biome. Because I had last episode, we found this, luckily, this little island, but I have scouted all around, and there's nothing here. It's all ocean. So we have to make a map transition, and that's going to be another big deal. Which means I have to not only get a new Wilson, but I have to... oh, what am I doing? Let's just put that back. I have to make a new Wilson, and I have to get all of my inventory here transferred over to the new map. And, of course, my health... all my health has to match. All this inventory has to go, and my hunger, the health, my levels has to match 100%. So that can be that's a little bit of work. It's a little bit of work, and I'm going to do that shortly. So basically, this map will be retired. I'll have to get a whole new map, and I have to make sure that the map has an ocean like this on the south, and then a whole big load of land here to the north, so I have more land to play with, because I don't want to run into another gigantic ocean. And that's where I use the scripting, or preparation work, really. It's not really scripting. Everything that I say and do, for the most part, is unscripted, but sometimes it does require a little bit of prep work behind the scenes like that, because this was a monkey wrench in the works right here, this ocean. I did not expect to run into a massive ocean, and now I just have to react to it and make changes. So we'll do that. And the other thing with Wilson is, obviously, he can't follow me, he can't get in a boat, and he can't swim, so I've had to spawn new Wilsons along the way here. And I just put in Wilson barks. Yeah, I just put in a basic Wilson bark every now and then, which is just a sound file in the video editor. So it sounds like he's in the boat with me, but I try not to turn around and look behind me because he's not really there. This is a really bad idea. Traveling in an ocean in a thunderstorm with lightning, of course, and rain. But I can see the clouds, I can navigate. So that's a good thing. So I think what I'm going to do now is just kill the camera. Battery's not going to charge in this darkness, so I don't want it to get too low. Whoa! Okay. This may have been a really bad idea. Hold on, Wilson. Alright, well, I'm going to get recording now, so hope you enjoy day 11. And I'll be doing some more behind-the-scenes stuff once we step foot on the new world. Alright, see you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, let me just show you the rain here. Let's just do the toggle rain. Let me show you how the difference. So now, even though it's day, like I can make this, let's make it full daylight. I'm probably going to get killed as I'm doing this. See, even in full day, because it's overcast and rainy, it's really a nice effect. And that's going to make us... You know, it's going to force our hand to leave this island once our shelter gets blown up. We don't have a choice. Right? You ready to do this? Okay, let's go. Okay, welcome back to behind the scenes of day 11. So here's the new map. This is a brand new generated world. And it took me about 6 or 7 attempts to find a right world. I wanted to spawn right next to a beach somewhere with the wide ocean to the south, and there it is. So I will start probably out there on the boat, or maybe right here on shore. I'm thinking maybe just starting right here on shore, as if we already crashed or got washed up on shore from the storm or something. And then we're going to head north into the woods and get moving. So something very cool. And this is, again, just a very completely random map. I did not set this up. But once we start heading north, I'm going to see that. A jungle ruin. I didn't go any farther than this. All I wanted to make sure was when I generated this world, I flew for about 3 minutes just to make sure that we're not on an island again. And I looked around on each side, and we can travel to the north for the next couple of days at least, and that happened to be there. I haven't gone in or anything like that, but I just wanted to point out that that it is there, and I am aware of it right now, but I haven't done anything other than that. As you can see here, I've moved all my inventory over. I use a program called Edit into this world, and I reset. Well, I use NBT Edit to modify my health to match, and I just do that manually using the values right in the program. And I made myself a little bit hungry as well. And of course, I threw my pork overboard, which actually did happen. And I just worked that into the story. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to get started right now and start recording the rest of day 11. Don't know what's going to happen from here on out. And that's how it works with Man vs. Minecraft. In most cases, I don't have to do map changes like this, or mod changes or version changes. That only happens very, very occasionally throughout the whole season. But in this case, I had to do it because of that gigantic ocean. So anyway, there we go. Let's get started. And hey, enjoy the episode. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Well, my situation continues to degrade. With each passing moment, it would seem. It went from bad to really bad to severely bad. Now with the sun going down, darkness is falling. My visibility is hampered even more than it was before with just the fog and the rain. The wind has picked up. I think I'm getting blown off course just a little bit. I'm trying to stay in one direction, but it's not very easy. My arm's getting tired. Surf is a little stronger than before. I keep bailing out the boat with my water bottle as best I can. I have no water, that's another thing. Oh, and I dropped my pork overboard. Getting it out for some dinner. So how's your day going? Hope it's better than mine. Great, now I can't see a darn thing. Now, we've almost swamped a couple of times. Wilson's really uncomfortable, as am I. Ah. Lightning and the thunder's really freaking him out. Well, just going to keep going. Got to hit land sooner or later. Be right back. Hope. Land ho! Ha 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 ha! Excuse me while I revel and kiss this sand. I told you, ye of little faith, Mr. Wilson, that we would find land. Of course, no thanks to me, as I did actually fall asleep at the helm. And we must have drifted here onto this lovely tropical beach. Hopefully, we didn't drift very far from our course. We were heading in the right direction, I hope. I set up a little makeshift sail. Believe it or not, I MacGyvered it quite well. And I think we were heading north. And that's the way we need to go. Clouds are back, thankfully. We have some sunlight, clear skies. Well, not completely clear, but somewhat blue and clear. Sun is up, that's a good thing. And now we shall continue our trek north, Wilson. To the north, my friend.